So Tarkov's 12.12 patch just hit a couple of hours ago prior to this recording, and this is an absolutely game-changing patch. We get a lot of new content in this patch, a couple of new guns, a new map called Lighthouse, but more than anything, one of the most game-changing things was added in this patch, and that is Inertia. For those of you who don't know what Inertia is, I'll try to explain it in very basic layman terms, but basically, prior to this Inertia update, when you change direction in Tarkov from left to right, for example, it's almost instant. So let's say you're strafing left and then you counter strafe to the other side, there is no resistance. It's just instant. And with that, we had things like Jiggle peeking, which was just pretty overpowered, to be honest, in this game. You also had people pretty much dancing while shooting you, just spamming AD, and their PMC is just like dancing left and right, and it makes for a harder target to hit. Now that Inertia's in the game, there is resistance as you change direction. So as you move from 0 to 100, there is a sense of acceleration, and vice versa. As you're moving to a full stop from 100 to 0, there's also a sense of deceleration. So it ramps up and ramps down. So in this video, I wanted to talk about what it feels like to me so far and what I think about it. Adding Inertia into this game is a huge deal. It literally changes how you play the game. The same way when med animations first came into the game, it changed a lot how we fought. Prior to med animations, people were just shooting each other while spamming their med heal like 4 or 5. Another big change in the past was the dynamic weight system. When that was added, that changed how we looted and how we got out of raids pretty much. And now we have this whole new feeling to movement in this game. It honestly feels like we're trying to relearn how to play Tarkov. We're learning how to walk again in Tarkov, literally. I've ran about 4 or 5 Tarkov raids so far here in 12.12, and I'm gonna share with you guys what I've noticed so far in terms of how Inertia has changed fights and how it's changed the way I play and what I've learned through making mistakes as well. The first thing I noticed was that when you try to jiggle peek a corner, you really get punished. I still have kind of a bad habit of trying to quick peek a corner from pre-Inertia days, and every time I do that against another player, I get shot. So trying to quick peek a corner by strafing out of your corner and back in isn't as effective anymore because of Inertia, and you are punished by standing still out in the open for like a millisecond or half a second, which is enough for your opponent to still hit you. So now you are forced to commit to a peek when you do peek. Another observation I have in terms of fighting as well is people don't seem to push as much to finish off a fight. I'll take this next fight in Woods as an example. I had a fight with another player literally just a few feet away from me. We were both behind trees. We were both trying to peek each other here, you know, trying to lean out of the tree, take a shot, lean back in. And even in this fight, like what I said earlier, doing the quick peek from pre-Inertia days, I was still doing it in this one, and every time I did that, it just wasn't as effective, and that's a good thing. This guy banked me up, and he even heard me reloading. If this was old school pre-Inertia days, I would get W-keyed so fast here and just get barrel stuffed. I do believe that Inertia made this guy have second thoughts of just shift Wing at me to finish off the fight. Here's another similar situation where there was a duo here about 15-20 meters away from me. They were just across the road, mag dumping me. One had an SKS, the other had an M4. They hit me up pretty good. I was forced to take a painkiller here, and I was imagining in my head that they were about to push me, but they never did. What they did instead was to flank and cut off my route. They knew I was trying to get away from them, so they found me walking against the wall here and just ultimately clapped me. Again, I'd like to believe that this was another case of Inertia forcing them to play it a lot more different. Another key observation I noticed in PvP was I tend to use my prone a lot more and just holding angles. I also noticed other players using this against me. Oh, okay, he was prone, dude. Oh, dude. I think it's pretty obvious so far in the last like couple hours we've been playing, chat. Everyone feels like it's more advantageous to play slower. Like that guy could have pushed me, but he held the angle, he waited, he played patient because Inertia. You know, that guy definitely felt like I'm not going to move around, dude. Just to add as well to what I said in that clip, I do feel like Inertia will encourage players to focus more on positioning and having an advantageous angle more than anything else. Do take everything I say in this video though with a grain of salt. I'm also still learning how Inertia works and still trying to get used to it pretty much. Also, these are observations based on a couple of hours of playing 12.12. I'm sure my opinion may change or may remain after a few days of playing more. Before we wrap up this video, I will leave you guys with a quick raw one-on-one PMC fight in construction. This was only my second raid of the patch and my first PMC fight. And I feel like everything I discussed in this video is seen here, from realizing jiggle peeking or quick peeking is not as effective anymore and it's quite punishing. The tendency of myself and my opponent not pushing each other like the old days, and just focusing on positioning and holding the proper angle. Oh shit, good shot. Did he flank me? He took a painkiller. Finally. That was such a fun fight. That was my first Inertia fight. Let me know what you guys think of the Inertia mechanic so far. What would you change, or do you think it's in a great state right now? I'm excited to see all of you guys adapt to this mechanic, and I cannot wait to see the very high level players adjust to this. I want to see how they really will push Inertia to its limits. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video on Inertia. I am so excited for 12.12. There's so much to discover. I can't wait to explore more of the Lighthouse. Thanks for checking out this video. And again, if you enjoyed the video, do leave a like on it. It helps the channel a lot. It's a free way to support the channel. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with all my content. If you want to catch my live streams, twitch.tv/RamenStyle. I stream Monday through Friday, and I will be grinding a lot of Tarkov because, man, I'm excited to see what this patch has to offer. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.